And there's always...
Also, you're backlit.
You know what? Shh.
This is a bad idea.
We're going to the gas station. You have to, though, get a picture of this. Wait, I'll just tell you the numbers. Ready?
No.
198215. 198,215 miles. This truck's seen some miles, baby. You'd think by now I would know which side the filler cap was on. Alright, we're gonna fill it up at 198215. Stop right here. You can't see it. Oh, you can.
Stop
See?
talking.
This
Now?
is the drilling part.
Be interesting, please.
Examination of the gas tank. Well, airplanes go overhead, cars passing. It's pretty interesting. What are you filming? That's not interesting. That isn't supposed to happen. Now we're gonna have to get a car wash too. I'm gonna say that's full.
What makes you say that?
We're gonna drive it around for a month until it's empty again. And then, I'm just getting my keys. Then we're gonna refill it, and then we're gonna see how many miles we've driven and how many gallons we used. 198,455 miles. That's what the odometer said. I just checked. And the low fuel light's been on for a while. But I've been waiting for perfect weather. Holy cow. And look at it, it's doing this again. That's an environmental hazard. Why does my tank overflow like that? At least we know it's the same amount of full that it was the last time we filled it when it overflowed and choked us out. So when we got home, we're going to figure out what the odometer mileage was when we filled up last time, and what it was this time we filled out. And the difference is the number of miles that we drove. And then we will divide that by the number of gallons of gas that we just pumped into the thing. So it was completely empty. And we will get miles per gallon, because the word per means to divide by, it actually means each. So how many miles do we get for each gallon of gas that we buy? And it's going to be really bad. And my odometer, my computer inside the truck says 10.5 miles per gallon. So we'll see how accurate that is. I think it's probably accurate. Well, we're back home now and we've got our math book out and we're ready to do some calculations. Today, November 25th, we read our odometer and it said 198,455 miles on our Ford Expedition. And back on November 5th, when we filled it, it was 198,215 miles. So we drove 240 miles in 20 days. And we just filled up, and the gas pump said we put 23.94 gallons in our rig. Let's just round that to 24 gallons. If we divide 240 miles driven by 24 gallons of gas, we get 10 miles per gallon. We can drive 10 miles for each gallon of gas that we put in our rig. That's pretty terrible, and it agrees with our onboard computer, which said 10.5. So we're getting a little bit worse than the onboard computer said. We're getting 10 miles to the gallon. Also, if we drove 240 miles in 20 days, then that's about, what, 12 miles per day. 12 miles each day. If we take 12 miles each day and we multiply that by 365 days in a year, we get 4,380 miles, commuting miles a year. That's kind of the minimum amount that I would use my rig, because the past 20 days I didn't take any big trips. So 4,380 miles driven per year. If I drive 4,380 miles and I get 10 miles per each gallon, that means at a minimum I'm going to use 438 gallons of gas every year. If a gallon of gas is $3 per gallon, whoops, $3 per gallon, then if I use 438 gallons of gas at $3 per gallon, then I'm spending about $1,314 on gas every year. Now that's just commuting miles, because really I spend more like $2,400 on gas every year, because I do take some big trips and I'm not always just commuting back and forth to work. So my actual fuel costs, and I track these pretty carefully, I have a budget, and my budget's $2,400, and the reason my budget is $2,400 is because that's what I usually spend. But here's a question. If I bought a 2008, let's say, Subaru, I don't even know how to spell Subaru, Outback, let's say, that gets twice the mileage, maybe it gets 20 miles per gallon. How much would I save every year if I doubled my fuel economy? If I spend $2,400 on gasoline right now at 10 miles the gallon, how much would I spend if I bought a car that got 20 miles to the gallon? How much would I reduce that amount by? And how much would I have to spend, say, on something more fun than gasoline? We don't even care how many gallons this is, you know why? Because we have to drive it around now for a month.
Get your receipt. Stop talking.
I don't need receipts. I don't care about that.
But don't you need the receipt so you can tell? Never mind.
No, the guy behind me alarmed his car.
Well, that's alarming.
He just went in the store. Are we filming?
I don't know.
Is
Is this thing on?
it square or is it circle?
Do you really think I don't know if it's recording or not?
I can't see you. I can only see.
You're not supposed to see me. I'm not even here. I'm the camera person. You're breaking the fourth wall. Stop it. This is a really boring video.